The August 27, 2019 meeting of the Human Services Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mrs. Draw. Here. Mrs. Halstead. Here. Ms. Lamar. Here. Mr. Lightfoot. Here. Mr. Michike. Here. Mr. Moyle. Here. Ms. Taylor. Here. Mr. Wilt. Here. Chairman Zale.
I am here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to do so at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. You have the July 23rd, 2019 minutes before you, and they will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 19-0214.
Moved by legislator Draw and Taylor and seconded by legislator Halstead. Is there any discussion on this item? Yeah, please. Thank you. Legislator Lightfoot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, through you to the administration, can someone tell me more about this program?
Through the chair, could you specify exactly what you'd like to know about the program, please?
Okay. So is this the second year of the program? To you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration?
Legislator, actually, I have a question for you. Are we talking about the grant or overdose data to action program? Are you talking about the overdose data
I'm talking about number 214, Mr. Chairman, 190214.
Right.
And I was asking about the program, more of a generic overview of the program, but
Yep.
I was referred to ask more specific questions, so I'm going to ask some more specific questions.
I'm just asking, you're talking about the overdose data to action program, correct?
That's
Are you
true.
asking about
That's
that or
true.
the grant?
That's
Okay.
true.
All right.
100%.
Yep, thank you.
Through the chair, yes, this is the second year of this program.
Okay, thank you. And through you, Mr. Chairman, why is there a decrease, or did we apply for more money? Why is there a decrease, or did we apply for more money? Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration.
Through the chair, this was not a grant that was applied for. This was money that was given from the state, and they were the ones that indicated the decrease.
Thank you. So through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, we don't have a reason why they indicated a decrease?
Through the chair, no, we did not receive a reason.
Okay, thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, it states that some of what the monies will be used for. So through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, more specifically regarding this program, what does the outreach services entail?
Through the chair, we received the names of individuals in the county who have experienced an overdose, and we reach out to those individuals to find which services would benefit them that we can help connect them to.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, will these be the names that we already have on hand, or will there be additional names that can be added at any time? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, these are names that we receive on a continual basis who have had an overdose that that was attended by law enforcement.
Thank you so much. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, could you please define linkage to care? It says here, including assistance with linkage to care.
Through the chair, that just basically refers to linking patients to primary care or to other services in the community that they might need, inpatient detox, that sort of thing.
Okay, thank you so much. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, will continued recovery support be another way of identifying some additional services, or is that going to be something new? I see it here in the same sentence, including assistance with linkage to care and continued recovery support. So is that the same definition within, through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration?
Through the chair, yes, those are two different things. There are linkages to actual direct patient care, and then there are other support that that we connect patients to, as in like peer counseling.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how much partial funding for salaries are we providing?
Through the chair, we're providing $18,339 in salaries, and fringe is $10,087.
Thank you. And through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, for how many existing staffers have we already identified that we will be providing this type of additional funding for in support of fringe benefits and so forth?
Through the chair, that provides support, partial support for 3 staff currently.
Thank you so much. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how much cost is required for staff training? Do we know, to the administration?
Through the chair, there would not be any additional cost for training for the staff that are already on board.
Oh, okay, because I thought that it says that it was going to help fund some required staff training. So you're telling me that none of these funds will be used for required staff training? Through you, Mr.
Through
Chairman.
the chair, if we identified new staff to be performing those roles, they would require that, that training.
Do we anticipate any new staff, Mr. Chair, through the chair, to the administration?
Through the chair, we do have 1 staff member that is leaving, so we will be replacing that position, correct?
Okay, so then that answers my next question, that we believe that just 1 will be doing some training. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, finally, what are the other program costs?
Does he not know that contract? Yeah.
Through the chair, the other services are the contractual services, which is a peer service.
Peer services?
Through the chair, yes, that is linking individuals to others who have been in recovery themselves and are peers, and they can help coordinate the recovery for the individual.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other discussion on this matter? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 19-0215.
Moved by Legislator Halsted, seconded by Legislator Draw. Is there any discussion on this item? Legislator Halsted.
Through the chair to the administration, what types of services are provided through this program?
Through the chair, this program primarily serves as a referral and linkage and consulting resource to families.
And through the chair to the administration, have we worked with Reliant before in this same capacity?
Through the chair, yes, we have. We've used this same agency for some of our other nursing support services, and this specific program has used this as well.
Thank you.
Any other discussion on this item? Legislator Lightfoot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to, some of my questions were similar to my colleague. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how many nurses will there be?
Through the chair, this program is really managed by one half-time nurse.
Thank you. And through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how many children do we expect to be served or approximate?
Through the chair, there is currently a caseload of about 50 families that the nurse is involved with intermittently, and we're open to taking new referrals. She may take a referral and then refer that family on to some other service, and so the caseload isn't necessarily stagnant, but that's about what it is now.
Thank you. And through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, will these be nurses be LPNs or RNs, or is there a difference in between? Yes, sir, ma'am.
Through the chair, yes, there's a difference, and this is an RN.
Thank you. And along with my colleague was saying, how many current contracts does your department, this department in particular, have with Reliant for services through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration?
Through the chair, give me a minute to count. Through the chair, my best estimate right now is 5, but we could get back to you if it's different from that.
Thank you. And thank you. And through the chair, was Reliant the only respondent to the RFQ? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, there was more than one RFQ that went out for different services. For this particular contract, there were other respondents besides Reliant.
Okay, and finally, through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration staff, do we know how many contracts do we have with Reliance with other county departments? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, we can respond to that at a later time.
Or
That number is findable, we just don't know it.
Yeah.
A little bit outside the scope, legislator.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay, I can ask it at the legislative meeting, but okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Chairman, you call that one. I mean, what you gonna do?
You want to take half a second to describe the difference between an LPN and RN and RNA?
Certainly, through the chair, the RN has more years of training. The RN in this program has a bachelor's degree in nursing. RNs are, by their scope of practice, they may do assessments, they provide skilled nursing care. LPNs are more limited in their scope. Their training is much less, usually about a year of training as compared to either 2 years for an associate's degree or 4 years for a baccalaureate degree. So LPNs don't do assessments. They can observe, they can monitor, they can do teaching under the direction of a registered nurse, but they really don't function as independently.
So we have a true professional for this program. Thank you for explaining that. Any other discussion on this item? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 19-0216.
Moved by legislator Draw, seconded by legislator Wilt. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 19-0226.
Moved by legislator Wilt, seconded by legislator Taylor and legislator Halsted. Is there any discussion on this matter? Legislator Moyo.
It's acceptable. Thank you, either one.
Sorry.
It's okay. Through you, Mr. Chairman, just quickly, before the full legislature meeting, could we be provided with a copy of Ms. Maturko's resume?
Is that something that can be provided for to the administration?
Through the chair, this was the city appointee, and we can ask for the resume and see if we can get it for you, and we'll get back to you either way on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, great. Thanks. That's all I had.
Any other discussion on this matter? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Is there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the August 27th, 2019 meeting of the Human Services Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Human Services Committee will be Tuesday, September 24th, 2019 at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.